appeared on the internet at 3 o'clock this morning.
My declaration of war against the United States of America and its allies. Until every last foreign soldier has left Georgia, this war will continue on American soil and around the world, claiming the lives of the aggressors. The scales of power have been newly balanced, and we will no longer accept the tyranny of the United States.
Blamed the U.S. media for their part in spreading Kombain Nikoladz's message. Ironic counterpoint to the situation at home, U.S. soldiers in Georgia and Azerbaijan have spent their 5th night without combat. Though tensions remain high, military intelligence has been unable to locate any remaining Georgian commando. Have dramatically increased their efforts to find Kombain Nikoladze. U.S. intelligence is combing a constantly expanding search radius extending from Georgia. Each new country another possible secret alliance with the...
Because what we have here is a situation where further airstrikes just won't do any good. Nikoladze's army, if that's what you want to call it, is a bunch of...
As mourning relatives prepare funeral services, America's law enforcement and military forces prepare for the unknown, waiting for Kombain Nikoladze's next move.
Recover the encryption key. Russian mercenaries have begun to destroy evidence of Georgian activities at Kalinatek. Before her detection in the network, Grimm's daughter discovered that a technician named Ivan is hiding in the building. Ivan possesses an encryption key that could help Third Echelon find Nikoladze.
Fisher, your mission is a man named Ivan. When Grimm's daughter got made in Kalinatek's server, Nikoladze's mercenaries got spooked. They're pulling up stakes, wiping out all evidence of their presence, including Ivan and his comrades.
Who's Ivan?
One of Nikoladze's geeks, a programmer.
They're killing their own men.
It's all evidence. Let's pray you find him first. Details on your OPSAT.
This is as close as we get. Are you sure you're cool with the details? This last-minute stuff bugs me out.
I'll figure it out.
Well, be careful.
I've already got a mother, Wilkes.
Hey everybody, it's Cotton here, and I am bringing you another episode in my pure stealth playthrough of Splinter Cell. In the last episode, we captured Mitchell Doherty, where he was interrogated about the information leak at the CIA. And in this episode, we are going to make our way into the Kalinatek building. Now, this level is actually very, very tricky to get past without being noticed. And when you begin here, when you reach a certain spot, these guys will come through the door. But what you want to do is you want to run and hurry right up against that wall. And, oh shoot, man, it always screws up right when you start recording. But what you want to do is you want to run to that wall, and then you want to go as far left as you can against that payphone, and you'll kind of like get stuck in a corner, and that guy that walks by, you won't be able to see you. And as soon as he walks past, you just want to try to quickly walk by him, and normally you should be able to walk by that guy without him noticing you, but sometimes, like what just happened now, he might get a glimpse of you. But here, this is a real tricky spot. This is another one of those areas where it's just kind of random and where you have to get lucky. For the most part, I figured out a way to get past this with a pretty high, you know, chance of getting past it. So there's a soda can right underneath this car. This is pretty much the only object that you can really get without being noticed. So you want to grab that, and you want to come behind this van here, and you just want to throw it way over there somewhere. And that... Nope, that made him notice. Okay, for a second there I thought I threw it too far, but nope. That'll make this guy walk around. And when he first moves, you can make your move here. But yeah, he'll move close to where that first guy is by the van, and the other guy, the guy that he was talking to, will have his back towards you, so you have a really good chance of just walking past him while he's investigating. You can only move past him once that guy is facing the guy next to the van. You know, the guy that we walked past to the guy we walked past that had his back towards us by the yellow taxi, I believe that was.
How many encryption keys did you retrieve?
This is our 7.
And so this level is really full of a lot of random chances.
Are you sure he's dead?
Come on, we can see his brain. Of course he's dead.
What about his encryption thing?
The key?
Yes, the encryption key.
I got it. It's destroyed. Let's move on.
Now, as soon as those guys, well, you can do this whenever you want to, they really won't hear you. But all you need to do is shoot the glass and come down here. Now, as soon as you reach down here, that guy will walk through the doors. And he actually has a data stick that contains a key code that we need. So we pretty much just need to take him out whenever we get a chance. But like I was saying, this level is full of a lot of areas where it's it's really risky to make it through without getting seen, and a lot of it's trial and error until you finally get it to work. So this level has been pretty interesting to figure out how to get past, and it's been really difficult. And if any of the later levels are any indication of this one, then it will take me a while to upload these, you know, because I need to figure out how to work through each area. And so this keypad right here, if you look at the data stick that you just got, is actually 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. And you can't go that way because there's metal detectors and there's 2 guys right around that corner right there. And so you can turn the lights off if you want to, but there's nobody that's going to be looking around. And here, oops, wrong button, there is ammo for your assault rifle, so you know, if you happen to fire a lot, there's some ammo right there for you. And I believe that was everything that was in here. Now you want to be careful when you come in here, because if you'll notice, there's a lot of broken glass, and there's a guy right outside a doorway right ahead of me. If you want to, there's actually a pipe up here. I don't believe you can actually reach it by jumping, but you can do the, shoot. This guy noticed me. He's gonna come in here and he's gonna turn the light on. I guess I probably shouldn't have risked doing that. Okay, and I'm back. I actually reloaded a checkpoint because the guy actually did decide to come through this door and he saw me. So I had to restart. But one thing I wanted to note is that as far as I know, you actually don't have to worry about hiding bodies. Yeah, for some reason they just won't notice them as you go on. Of course, if you leave the body out in the open and another guard comes by and sees it, you know, he'll pull an alarm. But as far as just bodies getting seen as you move along the level, like, you don't have to worry about that. And so here you just have to move really slowly across the glass, or you can try the wall jump and get on the pipe. I'm not going to try the wall jump again because I might screw it up, and I don't want to have to bother doing that again. But all you need to do is just walk through this vent area. You can see one of the guards out there.
East wing of fort clear. 3 encryption keys retrieved.
And the art files?
Destroyed, every one of them.
Thank God. Make sure you leave the bodies where the fire will get them.
Of course.
Now this is another tricky part. What you need to do is shoot out these lights. There is the light switch right there, but don't use the light switch. You also don't want to move too forward just yet because it triggers a cutscene. What you want to do is you want to shoot out these 3 lights that are in here. And then once you do that, you can move forward and trigger the scene.
it was those turrets. This week, it's wall mines.
So, I use the tools they give me.
You obsess over them.
You have to admit, these are cool.
Yes, but if we plant too many, it's dangerous.
They're supposed to be dangerous. They're mines, for God's sake.
Okay, now there's a new thing that's happening now, a new thing that you have to worry about, and that is wall mines. If you move too quickly past them, that will trigger them and they will explode.
Whoa, how did
They
that happen?
blink green and red, and in order to defuse them, you have to slowly walk up to them and defuse them when the light is green. If you try to defuse it when the light is red, it will blow up. Right here, this guy will just check out the area, then he'll walk outside, and we have to follow close behind him when he does that. So he'll move about halfway down this whole hallway, and all you need to do is just kind of get behind him and then come over to this side and try to stay, you know, out of his line of sight. Oh shoot, he's doing something different than normal. Crap, why's he gotta do that? Every other time he stopped like right here in the doorway. But pretty much once he's back there, the door stays open and he faces out towards this hallway, but for some reason he can't see this far, so that's one less thing to worry about. But what you want to do is you want to grab some kind of object in here. There's a lot of soda cans there. And we need to get inside that elevator, but there's two guys guarding it. So what you want to do is just kind of sneak over here, and they'll like see something. You know, like they won't actually see you, but they'll see something enough to make them investigate. Now, what we need to do is run past them when both of them have their back towards me. And I grabbed the soda can just in case, you know, that doesn't happen, you know, so it's kind of like a backup. I can throw it to make them go investigate again and, you know, get another shot at running by them. But I might get a chance to do it when this guy walks past. Yep. There we go. So I don't need that, and then you can just come into the elevator right here.
We just sussed a little more out of Ivan.
There's a group of mercenary programmers alive on the 3rd floor.
They're trapped behind a cluster of wall mines.
You think they might have encryption keys?
It's worth checking.
Okay, so right here, when you get out of the elevator, you want to move really quickly into this dark area because they turn the light on and that lights up the entire area, and they might see you if you're, you know, caught out in the open there, but they're just shooting some computers, so don't let the music scare you. They most likely haven't seen you. I don't know why, they just played the music to kind of freak you out a little bit. But what I need to do is shoot out those two lights right there. But I need to wait for this guy to move past, because if I shoot them out now, this guy will hear, but in just a second he moves on, you know, further down, so I can shoot these out. I don't want to move too far ahead because there are two guys that come out of that doorway over there, and so I don't want to trigger them just yet. Alright, and once those are taken care of, we find the two technicians here who are trapped by wall mines. So here we go, our first wall mine that we will be disabling. Now you just want to come up here, and once it's green, just choose the disable wall mine. So it's, you know, probably best to crouch since you move slower.
I need an encryption key.
We don't have any.
Why should I believe you?
There is a bomb.
What?
The Spetsnaz planted it to destroy the data archives, but they put it right next to the gas pipes. It will take out this whole floor.
How do I get there?
You will need the keypad code for the door. I think it's 33575.
Okay, now we gotta act quick.
Grim checked building specs. That geek's story about gas pipes holds up.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast. You don't have a lot of time.
So what you want to do is move behind that desk just a little bit, and that'll make both of these guys notice you, and you can just come right over here in the corner, and you are in complete darkness, as you can see by the light meter. And that should make the guys investigate outside, and usually they're supposed to investigate the whole area and walk around far, but sometimes one of them gets stuck like right outside the doorway, so there might be a bit of loading and reloading. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that was so close. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna make it. But as soon as these guys walk back in, you're kind of free to move back. Now there's going to be a lot of wall mines in this area coming up, but you do not have time to disable them, so you need to move past them, you know, of course slowly, but you need to move really fast. The key code is 33575, so you are on a time limit, so that's the issue here. You need to, you know, move slowly so you don't trigger the wall mines, but also slow enough so that, you know, oh crap, but if you do trigger it, just start running. Just run for it. You can usually outrun them if you're in a fairly good spot. I got hit a little bit, but oh shoot. But this is a locked door, so you gotta unlock this one, and this one I believe is completely locked, so you want to make sure you have quite a bit of time left to unlock it. But the bomb is right inside this doorway, or inside this room. Come on. Oh, this is taking forever. So you can either jump on those files there, or you can just roll through the fire. You can't run through it, you have to run through it. Or, I'm sorry, roll through it if you don't want to take any damage. But just come up to the bomb and then disable it.
Great work, Bishop. That could have been bad.
But we've got a new twist for you. I hacked into the power grid. Somebody's thrown the breaker on the fire door circuit.
Meaning you won't be able to open the doors until you found that breaker. Details on your upset.
Alright, and I think this is a good spot to end off this episode. So in the next episode, we will return power to the circuit breaker and continue our search for Ivan. I'll see you then, and thanks for watching.